Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Literally, Vimalakirti said to the Buddha, Lord, when I see the Tathagata, I view him by not seeing any Tathagata. Why? Please continue watching to discover more.
Animals are not ours to experiment on, eat, wear, use for entertainment, or abuse in any other way. Ingrid Newkirk, vegan.
Ning Hao, 欢乐的观众 means hello joyous viewers in Mandarin, one of the official languages of Singapore. I'm Xuelin. The serene people of Singapore pray to Buddha for your eternal happiness and spiritual upliftment. Bodhisattva Vimalakirti was a renowned lay disciple and wealthy patron of Shakyamuni Buddha. The name Vimalakirti means pure reputation. It is said that Vimalakirti would often use the pretense of illness as an opportunity to present well-wishing visitors with spiritual teachings. He used and often shared an in-depth understanding of topics such as the path to liberation and the nature of emptiness. His approach was said to enlighten even advanced Bodhisattva members of the Buddha Sangha as well as laypersons. Vimalakirti is the legendary figure of the teaching of Vimalakirti, a scripture that is included among the classic Mahayana sutras. Supreme Master Ching Hai, on August 15, 2015 in France, spoke about Vimalakirti's wisdom and his eloquence, which surpassed that of many of the Buddha's monks.
In the Buddha's time, there was a person named Vimalakirti. You heard of him? Vimalakirti, right? Yeah. He was a lay person, a lay disciple of the Buddha, but his wisdom was so high. His attainment was so huge that all the monks were very, keeping a distance, respectful distance. Because he had such an eloquence and such power that some of the monks could not match him.
The teaching of Vimalakirti highlights the inner truth that is available to everyone, independent of either worldly or spiritual status. It's a very entertaining piece of spiritual literature in which Vimalakirti displays the truth in a high-spirited and magical way. We will now share with you Chapter 12, Vision of the Universe Abhirati, and the Tathagata Aksobhya, Part 1 of 2. Thereupon, the Buddha said to the Lichavi Vimalakirti, Noble son, when you see the Tathagata, how do you view him? Thus addressed, the Lichavi Vimalakirti said to the Buddha, Lord, when I see the Tathagata, I view him by not seeing any Tathagata. Why? I see him not born from the past, not passing on to the future, and not abiding in the present time. Why? He is the essence that is the reality of matter, but he is not matter. He is the essence that is the reality of sensation, but he is not sensation. He is the essence that is the reality of intellect, but he is not intellect. He is the essence that is the reality of performance, yet he is not performance. He is the essence that is the reality of consciousness, yet he is not consciousness. Like the elements of space, he does not abide in any of the four elements, transcending the scope of eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind, he is not produced in the sixth sense medium. He is not involved in the three worlds, is free of the three defilements, is associated with the triple liberation, is endowed with the three knowledges, and has truly attained the unattainable. The Tathagata has reached the extreme of detachment in regard to all things, yet he is not a reality limit. He abides in ultimate reality, yet there is no relationship between it and him. He is not produced from causes, nor does he depend on conditions. He is not without any characteristic, nor has he any characteristic. He has no single nature, nor any diversity of natures. He is not a conception, not a mental construction, nor is he a non-conception. He is neither the other shore, nor this shore, nor that between. He is neither here nor there, nor anywhere else. He is neither this nor that. He cannot be discovered by consciousness, nor is he inherent in consciousness. He is neither darkness nor light. He is neither name nor sign. He is neither weak nor strong. He lives in no country or direction. He is neither good nor evil. He is neither compounded nor uncompounded. He cannot be explained as having any meaning whatsoever. The Tathagata is neither generosity nor avarice, neither morality nor immorality, neither tolerance nor malice, neither effort nor sloth, neither concentration nor distraction, neither wisdom nor foolishness. He is inexpressible. He is neither truth nor falsehood, neither escape from the world nor failure to escape from the world, neither cause of involvement in the world, nor not a cause of involvement in the world. He is the cessation of all theory and all practice. He is neither a field of merit nor not a field of merit. He is neither worthy of offerings nor unworthy of offerings. He is not an object and cannot be contacted. He is not a whole nor a conglomeration. He surpasses all calculations. He is utterly unequaled, yet equal to the ultimate reality of things. He is matchless, especially in effort. He surpasses all measure. He does not go, does not stay, does not pass beyond. He is not seen, heard, distinguished, or known. He is without any complexity, having attained the equanimity of omniscient gnosis. Equal toward all things, he does not discriminate between them. He is without reproach, without excess, without corruption, without conception, and without intellectualization. He is without activity, without birth, without occurrence, without origin, without production, and without non-production. He is without fear and without subconsciousness. He is without sorrow, without joy, and without strain. No verbal teaching can express him. Such is the body of the Tathagata, and thus should he be seen. Who sees thus truly sees. Who sees otherwise sees falsely. The Venerable Sariputra then asked the Buddha, Lord, in which Buddha field did the noble Vimalakirti die before reincarnating in this Buddha field? The Buddha said, Sariputra, ask this good man directly where he died to reincarnate here. Then the Venerable Sariputra asked the Lichyavi Vimalakirti, Noble Sir, where did you die to reincarnate here? Vimalakirti declared, Is there anything among the things that you see elder that dies or is reborn? Sariputra replied, There is nothing that dies or is reborn. Vimalakirti said, Likewise, Reverend Sariputra, as all things neither die nor are reborn, why do you ask, where did you die to reincarnate here? Reverend Sariputra, if one were to ask a man or woman created by a magician where he or she had died to reincarnate there, what do you think he or she would answer? Sariputra replied, Noble sir, a magical creation does not die, nor is it reborn. Vimalakirti said, Reverend Sariputra, did not the Tathagata declare that all things have the nature of a magical creation? Sariputra replied, Yes, noble sir, that is indeed so. Vimalakirti said, Reverend Sariputra, since all things have the nature of a magical creation, why do you ask, where have you died to reincarnate here? Reverend Sariputra, death is an end of performance, and rebirth is the continuation of performance. But although a bodhisattva dies, he does not put an end to the performance of the roots of virtue. And although he is reborn, he does not adhere to the continuation of sin. Then the Buddha said to the Venerable Sariputra, Sariputra, this holy person came here from the presence of the Tathagata Aksobhya in the Universe Abhirati. Sariputra replied, Lord, it is wonderful that this holy person, having left a Buddha field as pure as Abhirati, should enjoy a Buddha field as full of defects as this Saha universe. The Lichavi Vimalakirti said, Sariputra, what do you think? Does the light of the sun accompany the darkness? Sariputra replied, Certainly not, noble sir. Vimalakirti said, Then the two do not go together? Sariputra replied, Noble sir, those two do not go together. As soon as the sun rises, all darkness is destroyed. Vimalakirti said, Then why does the sun rise over the world? Sariputra replied, It rises to illuminate the world and to eliminate the darkness. Vimalakirti said, Just in the same way, Reverend Sariputra, the Bodhisattva reincarnates voluntarily in the impure Buddha fields in order to purify the living beings, in order to make the light of wisdom shine, and in order to clear away the darkness. Since they do not associate with the afflictions, they dispel the darkness of the afflictions of all living beings. Thereupon, the entire multitude experienced the desire to behold the Universe Abhirati, the Tathagata Aksobhya, his bodhisattvas, and his great disciples. The Buddha, knowing the thoughts of the entire multitude, said to the Lichavi Vimalakirti, Noble son, this multitude wishes to behold the Universe Abhirati and the Tathagata Aksobhya. Show them.
Deny vegan so you can be real sick and get sympathy.
We will now continue with Chapter 12, Vision of the Universe Abhirati and the Tathagata Aksobhya, Part 2 of 2. Then the Lichavi Vimalakirti thought, Without rising from my couch, I shall pick up in my right hand the Universe Abhirati and all it contains. Its hundreds of thousands of bodhisattvas, its abodes of devas, nagas, yakshas, gandharvas, and asuras, bounded by its Chakraveda mountains, its rivers, lakes, fountains, streams, oceans, and other bodies of water, its Mount Sumeru, and other hills and mountain ranges, its moon, its sun, and its stars, its devas, nagas, yakshas, gandharvas, and asuras themselves, its brahmas and his retinues, its villages, cities, towns, provinces, kingdoms, men, women, and houses, its bodhisattvas, its disciples, the tree of enlightenment of the Tathagata Aksobhya and the Tathagata Aksobhya himself, seated in the middle of an assembly vast as an ocean, teaching the Dharma. Also the lotuses that accomplish the Buddha work among the living beings, and the three-jeweled ladders that rise from its earth to its Triastrimsa heaven, on which ladders the gods of that heaven descend to the world to see, honor, and serve the Tathagata Aksobhya and to hear the Dharma, and on which the men of the earth climb to the Triastrimsa heaven to visit those gods. Like a potter with his wheel, I will reduce that Universe Abhirati with its store of innumerable virtues from its watery base up to its Arkanista heaven to a minute size, and carrying it gently like a garland of flowers, will bring it to this Saha universe and will show it to the multitudes. Then the Lichavi Vimalakirti entered into a concentration and performed a miraculous feat such that he reduced the Universe Abhirati to a minute size, and took it with his right hand and brought it into this Saha universe. In that Universe Abhirati, the disciples, Bodhisattvas, and those among gods and men who possessed the super knowledge of the divine eye all cried out, "Lord, we are being carried away. Sugata, we are being carried off. Protect us, O Tathagata." But to discipline them, the Tathagata Aksobhya said to them, "You are being carried off by the Bodhisattva Vimalakirti. It is not my affair." As for the other men and gods, they had no awareness at all that they were being carried anywhere. Although the Universe Abhirati had been brought into the Universe Saha, the Saha universe was not increased or diminished. It was neither compressed nor obstructed, nor was the Universe Abhirati reduced internally, and both universes appeared to be the same as they had ever been. Thereupon, the Buddha Shakyamuni asked all the multitudes, "Friends, behold the splendors of the Universe Abhirati." The Tathagata Aksobhya, the array of his Buddha field, and the splendors of these disciples and Bodhisattvas. They replied, "We see them, Lord." The Buddha said, "Those Bodhisattvas who wish to embrace such a Buddha field should educate themselves in all the Bodhisattva practices of the Tathagata Aksobhya." While Vimalakirti with his miraculous power showed them thus the Universe Abhirati and the Tathagata Aksobhya, 140,000 living beings among the men and gods of the Saha universe conceived the spirit of unexcelled, perfect enlightenment. All of them formed a prayer to be reborn in the Universe Abhirati. And the Buddha prophesied that in the future, all would be reborn in the Universe Abhirati. And the Lichavi Vimalakirti, having thus developed all the living beings who could thereby be developed, returned the Universe Abhirati exactly to its former place. The Lord then said to the Venerable Sariputra, "Sariputra, did you see that Universe Abhirati and the Tathagata Aksobhya?" Sariputra replied, "I saw it, Lord. May all living beings come to live in a Buddha field as splendid as that. May all living beings come to have miraculous powers just like those of the noble Lichavi Vimalakirti. We have gained great benefits from having seen a holy man such as he. We have gained a great benefit from having heard such teaching of the Dharma. Whether the Tathagata himself still actually exists or whether he has already attained ultimate liberation. Hence, there is no need to mention the great benefit for those who, having heard it, believe it, rely on it, embrace it, remember it, read it, and penetrate to its depth, and having found faith in it, teach, recite, and show it to others, and apply themselves to the yoga of meditation upon its teaching. Those living beings who understand correctly this teaching of the Dharma will obtain the treasury of the jewels of the Dharma. Those who study correctly this teaching of the Dharma will become the companions of the Tathagata. Those who honor and serve the adepts of this doctrine will be the true protectors of the Dharma. Those who write, teach, and worship this teaching of the Dharma will be visited by the Tathagata in their homes. Those who take pleasure in this teaching of the Dharma will embrace all merits. Those who teach it to others, whether it be no more than a single stanza of 4 lines, or a single summary phrase from this teaching of the Dharma, will be performing the great Dharma sacrifice. And those who devote to this teaching of the Dharma their tolerance, their zeal, their intelligence, their discernment, their vision, and their aspirations, thereby become subject to the prophecies of future Buddhahood.
The fleshless diet contributes to health and to a suitable endurance of hard work in philosophy. Porphyry of Tyre, vegetarian.
Splendid viewers, it's been a pleasure to have your company for today's The Teaching of Vimalakirti, Chapter 12, Vision of the Universe Abhirati and the Tathagata Aksobhya, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Coming up next is Coming Together to Celebrate Supreme Master Ching Hai Day, Part 5 of 10, right after Noteworthy News. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. May you and your family always be loved and blessed by all Buddhas.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.